I was, as an 11-year-old young person, I was in 16th Street Church when it was bombed. Four of my friends, Denise, Carol, Addie, Cynthia, were 3 rooms down from me. And I had the awful experience in visiting the homes of those girls as their parents mourned their deaths. And Carol's funeral was Tuesday, and then the other 3 girls had a mass funeral on Wednesday. And it was that time when I had a chance to actually look into the eyes of Dr. King, and I guess that moment sort of stuck with me, stayed with me. While at Texas Southern, I made the commitment because of folks like Dr. King to pledge Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. I knew that I wanted to be an Alpha because Dr. King was an Alpha, and many of the civil rights leaders in Birmingham were Alphas, and shortly after I became a part of that group, there was one guy there who was in law school who was an Alpha. His name is Frank Duffy, and that's all Frank seemed to talk about, being a big brother. Shortly after I completed my requirements in 1974, I think it was, went to work for McDonnell Douglas, a technical services company at NASA, worked on the space shuttle program in Houston. And the very first day that I was there, a gentleman walked up to me, welcomed me to McDonnell Douglas. He was a Kappa man, Kappa Alpha Psi, Bill Trahan. And after he made his welcome to McDonnell Douglas, he ended his welcome by saying, "You ever thought about being a big brother?" I said, this thing keeps following me around. And he signed me up to do Big Brothers for one day. Well, let's see, I'm working on my 6th now. Keith was my first. Living in Houston, we went to the Astros game in the Astrodome. And I'd been in the Dome plenty of times because that's where Texas Southern plays football games, and I was in the band. So that was no big deal to me, but to him it was. And really wasn't paying him much attention, but right near the end of the game, he kept tugging on my shirt, and he would say, "Mr. Long, look." And there wouldn't be anything in particular exciting going on, but it made me realize he was really trying to get my attention. And I told my friend, I said, "Look, we'll visit after a while, but this is his day. Let me do this." And so near the end of the game, he asked me, he said, "Are you going to be my big brother all the time?" And it was tough for me to say no to him. Such a nice little kid. It was just something again, the look, sort of the same type of look that I remembered from Dr. King. I knew that was my calling at that point.